Hello, everyone. Okay, so when we left off, we were here talking to Rakes, the lion tar, and let's continue talking with Rakes. Let's see, refresh my memory. What's he? We were just talking about his leg. What else can we ask him about? Let's ask him about the city of Shapir. Everybody loves Shapir, right? This is a fine kingdom, and its ruler is very wise, but there are signs of dark magic seeking to overwhelm Shapir. Oh, really? What kind of magic? Magic surrounds all of us in this world and is a part of us also. Aziza has many more answers than I. Who's Aziza? Aziza is a very powerful enchantress, wise in the ways of the elements. You might visit her house near the Shmali Tark if you can win her respect. There are also elementals in this game, but we'll talk more about those later. And don't forget Aziza, she's very important. So yes, do remember Aziza. What else? Let's talk about the Sultan who rules over Shapir. The Sultan Harun al-Rashid watches over his people and strives to make sure they are happy and content. It sorrows him greatly to think of Rasir. It angers him greatly to think of the one behind Rasir. I'm guessing behind Rasir is a lot of sand. You know, look at Rasir and go around and check what's on the other side. Oh, behind it was more sand. Imagine that. I guess he doesn't like sand. It angers him greatly to think about the sand. Tell us about Rasir, Rakesh. The rumors from Issur are that laws have become more important than men, and that it has become a crime to think. Few go to that city now, and even fewer return. 1984. In medieval times, I guess. What about the Emir of Rasir? The Emir Aris of Rasir was well loved, but not wise. The current Emir Hassan of Rasir is neither loved nor wise. Bad guy. Is there anything else we can ask Rakesh about? Actually, there's probably a lot we can ask him about, but I'll come back to him later. He's an interesting guy. He's sort of the tragic hero, the tragic warrior who can't fight too well anymore. Cloth of the finest of weaves and the loveliest of colors, clothes to entice the touch, veils to reveal and conceal. All this have I and more. You can attest how comfortable and conforming my wares are, for you wear them well. This guy sells cloth and clothes, but there's only one thing we need from him. So you can ask him about his wares. I have clothes of all sizes and styles, cloth of the finest dyes. If it is made of cloth, then I carry it in my stand. Perhaps I could sell you a cloth bag to contain your extra equipment. ? That was a question. Although technically I think grammatically an indirect question like that should still end in a period rather than a question mark, but what do I know? I'm not a grammarian. But anyway, he did mention a cloth bag, and yes, we do need a cloth bag. We will need a cloth bag later in the game. So let's put our fantastic bargaining skills to use for the first time now, and bargain for bag. My nephew Shamin, the innkeeper, said you were smooth of tongue. Very well, you may have the bag for only 20 centimes. You pay for the cloth bag and put it away. Yep, I think that's all we need from that guy. This guy over here sells leather goods. When you start off the game, you start off with a water skin, which is basically a leather bag that is used for carrying water. And that's vitally important in this game because, you know, you're in the desert, and people die in the desert if they don't, in real life, actually anywhere in the world, I guess you die if you don't drink, but especially in the desert, it becomes especially important to drink. Let's talk to this guy. The finest in leatherwork will I sell to you, hero from a distant land. My leather is noted the world over for its beauty and durability. Can you tell us about your wares, merchant? The belts and boots I sell are made from dyed saurus skin. The very ones you wear came from my stand. I sell many other items made from leather, but the one thing that I sell which every adventurer needs most in this land is a water skin. Well, we already have a water skin, and we can refill it for free at the fountain. Remember, in the center of the town, there's that fountain plaza. We can get as much water there as we need. But how much are your water skins? Let's ask about the water skin. The water skin will hold enough water for a day's journey in the desert. It can be refilled in the fountain. It is often the only thing between a traveler and certain death when one explores around the city. It will cost you but 1 dinar. 1 dinar for a water skin? That's not too bad. Let's see. Let's go for that. How much is our bargaining price then? Bargain for water skin. Since what you say is said so well, if it must be that I will sell it, for only 50 centimes. You pay for the water skin and put it away. See, these guys are nice. In the poorer parts of the world, I guess it's just the kind of thing where, you know, you get free clothes. We went into the town, we got free clothes. This guy, well, he didn't sell us. He, I guess, donated to our cause the shoes that we're wearing. This guy donated the clothes that we're wearing. These are charitable people. It's nice to go to part of the world where people are like that. Okay, let's meet now a not quite so nice character in this place, the weapons shop. According to the sign on the door below, it must lead to the weapons shop. Well, if you can believe the sign, let's see what's inside.
I am Issur, and this is my weapons shop. I make the best swords and daggers. What do you want?
Let's take a look around. This guy keeps flexing his muscles and looking at his reflection in the suit of armor. It's kind of funny. The shop owner glares back at you. He looks strong and decidedly unfriendly. The silvery, shimmering coat of costly mail glistens in the glimmering glow of the fire. Let's look at all these weapons. Let's face it, how many swords can one guy own? You could make short work of the wood elemental with this baby. Yeah, Rosella would love that for King's Quest IV, wouldn't she? A sword for the wee people. A mace in the face will make you race with haste to the nearest plastic surgeon's place. That's cute. I like that. I always thought this was a cute little rhyme, even though it's kind of violent, but, well, I think this mace gives the same message. Yeah, exact same message. The double-bladed axe, a precursor of Gillette blades. Put on layaway by a desert brigand, this appears to be a sword made from the tusk of the fierce desert creature known as a tisk. Obtaining a tisk tusk is a task because of the risk of getting a tisk ticked. I think I did that fairly well, didn't I? A sword for the few, the proud, the mercenaries. And he's got some shields here on the wall as well. It's a burnished bronze banzai shield.
Banzai!
It's the cover from the Shrine of Heroes quest, gone but not forgotten. One of the many trophies won at the Desert Wrist Wrestling Championships in Petalumir. It's the Black Shield of Falworth. It's been repainted. Yeah, it's obviously not black. That's cute. A little fire burning there. The fiercely flickering fire needs another faggot of firewood. Folks, this is referring to a bundle of sticks. Not anything offensive, honestly. Promise. The weaponer works up a sweat when he is heating his metals. And there's obviously an anvil here. Issur's heavy iron anvil doubles as a table for arm wrestling.
Cheese. Or an anvil.
Points to you if you can figure out where that reference is from. The rack is used to organize Issur's many swords. The larger sword on the rack looks to be made for one of the giants of the Desert Brigands. So basically, it's a weapons shop. What do you expect? It's full of weapons. And also this thing over the door, it looks very much like Saul's bellows. It is the emblem of the ironworker's trade. Okay, let's talk to Issur.
That is very interesting.
He doesn't have a lot to say. We can ask him about a few things, though. What's your name, fellow, even though we already know it's Issur?
I am Issur of the House of Usher.
Tell us about your swords.
You need my sword. A guy like you needs all the help you can get. It will only cost you 100 dinars when you trade in your own sword.
Maybe we can bargain for that. Yeah, Issur does sell a good sword. For all his bragging and his kind of boneheadedness. Well, he's a musclehead. What can you expect? You can bargain for a nice sword, and he does make a good sword. Bargain for sword. You pay for the fine sword and put it away. With your skill and fast talking, you manage to bargain him down to 80 dinars. Having traded in your old sword and paid the money, you now have one of Issur's swords. For all his bragging, he does make a fine weapon. Can I get a shield as well? I don't think he sells shields, does he?
Those are my trophies from arm wrestling tournaments in Petalumir. They are not for sale.
Tell us about wrestling.
It takes real muscle to be good at arm wrestling. I'm the best. If you want to prove it, let me know and I'll be glad to wrestle you.
I'm just doing the Arnold accent for fun. He probably doesn't have an Austrian accent, but, oh well. Sure, let's wrestle.
You want to wrestle, eh? Just to make it worth my while to put you in your place, why don't we make a little wager, say 1 dinar. Put down your money and we'll pay.
Okay. Put down your money. How to play. Enter key holds back opponent spacebar attempts slam, left arrow increases pressure applied, right arrow decreases pressure applied. Folks, because we imported our character, we started off really strong in this game. I'm going to beat this guy so bad. I'm just going to hold down the left arrow and I'll win. Watch this. Ready, set, go! Just hold down left arrow, and eventually you will win. See? He's struggling already. There we go, we beat him.
Alright, anyone can get lucky. Here's your dough.
Let's wrestle again. I like that. Let's wrestle again, Issur.
Go away, I've got better things to do than waste my time on you.
You don't want to lose again, sissy. From now on, you're Sisser, not Issur. I'm done with you. Got some money and a sword off him. I'm done. Okay, and I'm also out of time on this video, so I'll just save my game here. And that concludes this Let's Play. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you later.